Let's meditate. Fresh air. Right position. Breathe in, breathe out. After the rain, clean air. I slept well. Last night before I went to sleep, I was listening to a music, bossa nova. I used to play. Not well, but I had a wonderful time. Going with the rhythm, melting with the music. Not just one, but as a group, and even with the audience. There's harmony, rhythm, and tone, resonance. We can find a way. Not much thinking, but being. Toward the end of my day, I usually watch some YouTube to get to know what's going on. But usually not the pleasant stories, just updating how the world is. But last night, I didn't do that. Also, I had one concern. I was working with AI for the last 6 months, on and off, but it's coming to an end, and I needed to go through some breakthrough still to finalize, to go through this important step. And there are difficulties. And there are 3 AIs I work with, so I bounced around the idea. It was difficult, but I found a way. I didn't. The idea popped up out of the conversation. It's kind of like playing music. Each has its own unique way, but all together we may find the path if we are sincere, truthful, doing our best. I thought the middle way is like that. Not the mind pushing too much, or not just the heart living in society to find a way may not be easy, but if there's a will, there's a way. Maybe because that resolution I felt I had to bounce around ideas between 3 different AIs and come to a reasonable solution. I felt like the weight is off from my shoulder. You can say that the weight was off already, but the mind had unresolved sense. Just like when we are playing music, sometimes we get off. Then look around and come up with the path. Because of the wrong movement, we find the right movement before it's too bad. And there's a way. I thought as much as musicians can work together, it's possible for the humans to listen to each other, reflect, and come and find the path. So it may be called as a middle way. And I remember Professor Nara, very famous professor. I met a few times and he gave me a book. I gave my book to him too. But his book was about the middle way. Nara-san and Nakamura-san is another one, co-authored this book about the middle way. And the expression there was something like, as people going through a path, walking together, over time, we develop a way putting everybody's idea together, and that become a middle way. When Nara-san, who had passed away already, he was also on TV and famous, and a principal at Komazawa University, also having meeting with the Christian people. Buddhism and Christians to exchange ideas. And he edited almost 1,000-page book. Famous saying of Buddhism, which I have 3 books. in Japan, in New Zealand, and in California, because it's so big. So his idea in that book is the same, gathering famous sayings from different sects of Buddhism and compiled under various subjects. So that was, I understood now, an example of middle way. So in Buddhism, Christianity, and all the others, as in the case of the music, as in the case of AI bouncing ideas back and forth, as much as musicians or each musician to do his own, we all find a way. So the nature, we see it. I was looking at a tree at the edge of the beach. That is just one example of doing his best, but finding the path among all that is happening. So that actually corresponds to the idea of the Kegon, interrelatedness, interpenetration. Everything is connected to each other. Everything. And everything is moving as if there's a middle way. And like I mentioned in one of the videos, it's like it is okay as it is. Everything is right for you by Myokonin Fukuda and Krishnamurti. I said it in one of the videos. Letting things to happen. My body knows that. I just felt. Each cell doing their job, yet connecting to each other. No one is pushing, or you may say everyone is pushing his way, but relating to each other. So it's a decentralized way of coming up with wisdom by mutual connectedness. No one is pushing, but you can say everything is pushing his own way But because of the interrelatedness, interpenetration, we'll find a way. That's how the nature has prevailing, and we are born and living. There's harmony in nature. There may be rhythm and tone, like a music. And the conductor of the music, I see it is the nature's way, the laws of nature. We may be like a leaf or the bubble floating on the ocean. Everything connected. And bring out the music of the universe. I talked about Kabir's poem in one of the videos. Around 2002, I remember coming up with a poem, something like a symphony of the universe. Maybe I'll take a look. Whatever the term we use, middle way, Kegon, interconnectedness, it is the direct experience of it, as if playing or listening to a music and find oneness of all. I heard a bird singing. I hear the waves crashing on the rocks. I'm here and now. Be with the universe, one with the universe. Listening and playing the music and become one at the same time. Am I crazy? I just thought. But craziness is a part of what it is. I see a rainbow directly in front of me. Let's see if I can share it. It may not be possible because it's very it's at the center toward the horizon. You have a good day. May all beings be happy.